Any member seeking recognition on the bill? And Ms. Miller-Meeks is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I move to strike their last word.
Joan Lay is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to speak in support of my legislation, H.R. 7637, the Refrigerator Freedom Act, and I thank Chair McMorris Rodgers for including this bill in our markup today. The Department of Energy and Environmental Protection Agency under the Biden administration has done nothing but continue to pass outrageous regulations that only serve to limit consumer choice, increase energy prices, and control everything Americans are able to do on a day-to-day basis. From forcing every American to buy an electric vehicle, to preventing the sale of gas stoves, and now even to what refrigerator you can buy, or dishwasher, or washing machine. On January 17th, the Biden administration issued a direct final rule to regulate refrigerators and freezers. These regulations only serve to increase prices for these essential home appliances, reduce consumer choices, and impair their performance while claiming to fix a problem that does not exist. The DOE argues that new efficiency mandates will eventually save consumers money, but how many years do you have to wait until you save that money? According to the DOE's technical support documents, the simple payback period for refrigerator freezers could be 10 years. 10 years for a product that is only expected to last 14 or 15 years, and we don't even know the lifespan of these new products. Furthermore, let me just answer some of the comments that I've heard in this hearing about this cadre of bills in appliances. First and foremost, consumers are going to have to pay higher electric bills. We've seen that in California. We see that in Germany with their energy policies that they put forth. So any savings is probably going to be evaporated by the high electric prices they pay. Furthermore, there is nothing that prevents an appliance manufacturer from producing and manufacturing more energy-efficient appliances. However, there's not demand. If there, in fact, was a market demand signal, they would want to be produced. And let me just say that we can certainly go back in time. I have an antique washer. If you want to hand crank it yourself, it requires 0 electricity. I also have clothespins. You could air dry them and not use any electricity. We can do dishes by hand. That's still how I do my dishes, and I air dry them. And so I don't use any electricity on my appliance. And I have a hand crank washer, and I have an ice box. So why don't we just go backwards about 100 years and save a lot of electricity by utilizing devices that were actually changed and updated and progressed in order that individuals would be able to save time in doing household chores. Furthermore, my bill simply prohibits the Department of Energy from prescribing or enforcing energy-efficient standards that are not cost-effective or technologically feasible. Any person can go into any place to buy an appliance, and they can look at the energy efficiencies and determine whether saving $9 a year on electricity is worth spending $100 to $200 to $500 more on an appliance. Let's let consumers use the job of their brains to determine if they think they're going to save any money through this. Otherwise, we're just going to continue to see higher prices and less choice. With that, I urge my colleagues to support my bill, and I yield back.